Hello, welcome. I hope I got that nice smooth cut just Buffy in the title. I hope I nailed that. Happy November. I'm back. I said I might be back for fall. Well, I said I might be back for Halloween and I was not, but I had a nice night playing on Halloween. I thought that event was a lot of fun. I didn't do it with Emma. I did it with my other girl. But that was really fun. November I've been playing a lot of, and before doing this, I was actually just hanging out with my recording software, and I recorded a bunch of clips from just like me playing these last couple of weeks. So I might do a little mini video before I publish this. They look really neat. It'll be different. Hello. Yeah, we're talking about Thanksgiving. All right, well, welcome back. Little bit of background. I just finished up my last week of classes. I've got like a week of vacation and nonsense, and then finals. So I'm like waking up again right now. I think I stopped in to do something like this like a month ago, and I blacked out and woke up now. Oh my god, it is so nice out right now. I didn't even realize I'm playing during golden hour. Look at that sunlight over there. Oh, this is so freaking pretty. So I use this recording closet all week to you have the prettiest. I like how it's black. That's actually very him. Were you wearing your clothes backwards the other day, or were you walking backwards? Either way, it was real neat, man. Thanks, soccer. Anyhow, yeah, I am back in my recording closet that I actually used for all of my Zoom classes all semester. I ended up transitioning in here, so that tapestry you saw behind me at the beginning of Hollow Knight when I recorded my face, that's what my classmates saw every day. I was like a tiny potato head in the corner of my camera, and I just I sat in here as if I was recording Hollow Knight. I did classes for a very, very long time. What else can I tell you before we start going? I'm currently in the closet. As you know, I'm in this recording closet and getting it ready for our last Let's Play of the year, and definitely my last Let's Play for a while. I was like, wow, I did too much work with Hollow Knight. I made so many videos, and there was just so many. It was a masterpiece. It was huge. It was so much. It was like speedrunning Minish Cap, literally, production wise. And it sure was nice. But I am getting back to making small things where I'm like, whoa, I'm gonna be using my Elgato recording software for a whole maybe hour today. That's crazy. And this is all a segue to say we're trying to find time and energy to start recording Kirby for the winter. My roommates are involved in that, so we'll probably have a bunch of smaller sessions, and I'm gonna make sure I have fun with it. It's gonna be short, so I'll make sure it's really, really high quality and sweet as well. So I'm back in my recording closet, getting back into this mindset. And as you know from my update Emma video, I am, I already said this, but I'm not really looking to do a winter Let's Play besides Kirby, the short little guy. And I'm definitely not thinking about a spring one right now. I am looking to slow down on video recording, because I spent so much time doing it all year. And I did great, and now I'm like, alright, I don't really want to do that again unless it's for a game that I really love. Like, Hollow Knight was just so fun that I'm like, I can't do this again unless it's for a game as good as that. Which, in another segue, that was one of my favorite games I've ever played. It still is. I finished like a bad end, and I actually lost my energy before I went and did like all the collecting and completion and true end and stuff, and I'm just dying to go back and play it again. It's been so freaking awesome. I love that video game. I've been thinking about season 2 so much. I'm really excited to do that, so if that's like the only Let's Play I do next year or something, that'd be just fine with me. It's like gonna be a long life. I did so much video recording in 2020. I did so much. Yeah, the one video gamey thing I really want to do is stream Kirby. I've been playing a lot of Kirby. But on that note, look where we are. I wanted to do this. I've been playing so much these last couple weeks. This has been probably my favorite time of the whole year, and I am somebody who gets really sad in November. I really like the sun. I really like the summer. I really like the spring. So fall is very much like start to get to the scary times, you know, the dark, everything's dying. And sure enough, it's been really sucky ever since the time change out here, out west, where I live. But Animal Crossing has been perfect. I have been so happy. I've been so happy here. So it's got maple leaves, kind of like the cherry blossoms back in April, except there's no bunny day to stress us out. We got all these mushrooms, but they're not really obtrusive. So yeah, everything's just so orange. This time of day is even cooler because everything kind of has the orange color palette, or the warm color palette. We found a book. I haven't done this in months. Picked up a lost book. Yeah, you know, I've been playing a lot, and I've been talking with my housemate, and oh, look at that bug. It's very real. That must be a mole cricket, but I can't really hear it. Oh, this is all so pretty. Anyhow, yeah, Liz and I were talking about our burnout with Animal Crossing and the year and what it did to us. I'm talking a whole lot and thinking about it and stuff and trying to process it. Get back to enjoying it instead of being stressed out by it, I guess. And yeah, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing and thinking a lot about it. It's extremely nice. I really have been thinking, this is a bit radical. I have a few radical Animal Crossing New Horizons opinions. More than a few, actually. I've just been thinking that I really engage with this game in such like a physical way. Like going to the park or something. Like I get in here and I want to run, or like I want to walk slowly, or I want to like pick flowers and stuff. Like, I think one thing that bummed me out about the prevailing way of playing this year was, people would be like, oh, I decorated my town. Oh, I did it. It's done. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you're done? You're done decorating? Like, what if the seasons are going to change? What if you don't want to have your like, you know, if you have like a bakery themed area, what if you want to change it someday? Like, who's going to go to the bakery? Like, you know, I don't see it as an art project. I don't see it as like a one and done sort of thing. I don't see it as like, okay, I did it, you know, like putting together a big Lego set or something. I don't see it as like, I mean, I think I see building the town structurally like building a Lego set where it's like, yeah, you know, this is kind of good for me for now. But decorating, no, like I want to change these things with the seasons. I want to use them. I don't want to, I need them to be live. I need them to be very lived in, because when I open up this game, I want to crawl around in it and be like a little creature. You know what I mean? I don't want to just like be a caretaker of it. I don't want to be a painter with Animal Crossing as my canvas. I want to run around and mess with it. And I think as time goes on, I'll get better at articulating what I mean by that. But here's our pumpkin patch. I like to pick it, even though I don't have a reason to. I don't always pick it. I just sometimes pick pumpkins. Yeah, this was a pretty big deal, huh? They kind of just gave us farming. I didn't, you know, I saw that in leaks. I saw that in leaks we were going to get farming. And I thought maybe the November update would have like a whole range of veggies. Sorry if that ends up happening, because I may have leaked that for you, or, you know, co-leaked. But yeah, you know, it's just been pumpkins, and it looks like we've got something going on for November, or for Thanksgiving, that will involve it. Liz talked about New Leaf Thanksgiving being like you go to your neighbors' houses and like ask them for ingredients, which would be really fun for me because I loved getting like the neighbors involved in the whole economy of the Halloween candy event. Oh, right. So I got this butterfly model. Yeah, the monarch butterflies have been making me super happy, so I got one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, thanks to this recording session today and, you know, the clips I've been taking, beyond playing a lot in November, this will be a well-documented time, which makes me really happy. I haven't really seen any of my friends playing in November, so, it's been really nice to make my own little connection to it. All alone out here in November. Yeah, I decided to pick a swath through my rainbow hyacinths. So they're in a whole messy state, and that is so satisfying to me. Yeah, so I ended up making this bridge. It's been a desire for a long time, and I undid the bridge up here. That's the extent of what I've done with the structure of this town recently. What day is it? Oh, it's Saturday. Hello everyone. Blair's here. I introduced her, I think, in the news video. Thank you for getting up. Is this because I have the lost item? Yeah, it totally is. I'm gonna make everybody get up. I'm gonna end this concert. Okay. Muffy. Well, I'm so curious if I can end this concert. I want to chat. Oh, I see. Maybe I see. Now he won't take dialogue with it. Okay. Okay, everybody have fun. Huh, there's been no notification in a month. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. We still got plenty of pumpkins. My excuse is that this region is inherently spooky, but I've also just left a lot of stuff up, like in my own house. Oh, hello. What's up? Hello, Muffy. I like your hat. I'm glad you're wearing it. Yeah, this has been quite a month, huh? I guess I gotta do the usual Emma Verde political digest. We voted out a dictator in my country. We voted out someone who had foreign help taking power when I was a freshman in high school, college. And, hello, friend. Then, you know, the usurped a lot of power and really extended the definition of executive orders, you know, such as to pretend to be a king while you're just, you know, being the head of a democracy and you're not really interested in that. He did that. He used a lot of military force on innocent people, leveraging hate and violence with the only excuse being law. Like, oh, there's a law in place, so since you're breaking that law, I can, you know, use armed forces against you. Rioters, people trying to make a home in this country who have fallen through the cracks of immigration, border politics and that kind of thing. He used weaponry and kidnapping and horrendous things on them, so yeah, sorry for bringing that up because that's an extremely hard topic, but I feel like a bit of a Holocaust generation child now. I've been talking to Liz, whose family is very well educated in the Holocaust, being Jewish, and she's like, yeah, we were shuddering the entire time. This is historically bad, and we didn't feel able to talk about it. There was kidnapping, there was hatred against people, discrimination is what that is, but hate and violence leveraged through discrimination, systematically for 4 years. A lot. This summer there was outright warfare between protesters, you know, doing what they're supposed to be able to do and protest things in the democracy as you do, you know, the people's government. And we had the dictator use tear gas on them, which you can't use on other people's armies. You know, war is a thing, and we decided that, oh, no, we can't use tear gas on enemy soldiers, but if our own citizens got out of hand, that would be an okay time to use tear gas. That's an interesting thing that I learned. That's an interesting thing that I learned this month. Or this summer, probably, but I talked about it this month. And you know what happened? You know what happened? We used old democracy and we voted the dictator out of office, despite saying shit like, I won't leave office if I'm voted out, and continuing to say shit like, I will not leave office, even though I've been voted out. So it's been a very tiring month for me, as a little American following all this happening. But I'm also so proud. I'm so proud of this little country. Now all of our energy gets to be shifted towards making sure the current, quote, progressive candidate, man, is doing the right things. And at least symbolically, it seems like the Democratic Party is interested in doing the right things or wanting to not look like they're doing the wrong things. So we'll see if they actually do the right things with a little pressure. I'm just like, gosh, just not, you know, no longer beating around the bush. I'm just like, talking to my roommates about being college kids and seniors in high school when, the Trump administration started, just like, I couldn't believe the power of like the Women's March and the March for Science back in January 2017, like as soon as the inauguration happened. And just the absolute pain of knowing that nothing was done about that. Like the government did not care. Like no matter how hard tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of people got together to champion a cause that was so popular and so reasonable and so well grounded and everything, both in climate change and reproductive rights and stuff. And just to know that the government was not listening to that for all these years, it was just like, damn, bitch, we lived like that. And just, if we had similar protests now, oh my god, like how receptive the government would be, the new democratic government that's supposed to be championing these things and interested in them. Like, if you put that kind of fire under them, they'll do something. They'll do something. And as interested as I am in dividing the Democratic Party up now into a more progressive half and replacing the Republican Party with some sort of more centrist seeming party, since there's no need for anything besides economic conservatism anymore. And nothing like this exists in other modern developed countries, is what I keep hearing from people in Canada, the UK, and Australia, New Zealand, and that kind of place. Like comparable democracies that, using English are very, very communicative with America, just don't have right wings quite like the right wing we saw fall off. So I'd like to see the right wing fall off very far. Very, very, very far. Just, I seriously do personally believe we will never have to live through another face and motivator for hatred like we just had to live through. And just having the air taken out of this movement, it just feels like such a huge victory. Like the biggest since a few dictators back. I just don't think conservatism, like fiscal politics and that sort of thing, immigration politics that are leveraged on race, like that shit doesn't have a place. Like you can have conservative politics about some things, but you can't have social conservative politics, and that's just not going to work. You just can't base political systems on social oppression anymore. We're just not doing that anymore. So yeah, that was a theme this month. Out with the old, so as to speak, in this little country, and in with a long transition towards good that I believe we have begun, but it will take a very long time. Breathe in, breathe out. Check our Nook phone. School idols have always been a vehicle for conveying more reliable ally. That makes me really happy. I do strive to be an ally to anybody who I should be an ally to. Anybody who I am not. Huh. Oh. I noticed these were popping up. I think Pico, Zucker, and Muffy it must have been. I didn't notice like the milestone or anything, but this is so pretty this time of day. So I guess Pico, Muffy, and Zucker are Emma's best friends, which isn't what I expected. Is she home? Is Chev home? Rosie's home. Yeah, I've been jogging. I started jogging around the time of the election, and I've been jogging a bunch, just trying to get my brain working when the sunlight's going away. It's really nice jogging in the park. I've never done it before, but I'm in an area where I can do these nice short jogs and get my body moving again, which is great because I haven't been moving my body in 2020. Oh. Yes, please. I love your lesbian suspenders. They were made by one of my friends who I'm not friends with any longer, and I need to go report you so you take them off. It's the worst feeling. It's such a bad feeling. God. Oh my gosh, so many of my villagers have this design, and it's so cute, but we can't have, we're not wearing it anymore. I'll make you something new to show your pride with. that friend was a really, really, really bad friend to me and my other friends. We don't talk anymore, and I don't want to see anybody wearing them anymore. They're so popular, but I have to do this. What a surprising day. We have to go to the Isabel. We have to use the Isabel. Isabel must have the darndest panics whenever I actually sit here, and she must be hiding it very, very well. Because I do not sit here unless I'm like, hey, somebody has a stupid catchphrase, or like, somebody's wearing a shirt from someone who's not my friend anymore. Not that that's happened more than once, but Rosie, it's not personal. It's not personal. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah. We should offer her a lesbian flag onesie instead. The offensive part was the overalls. It's actually the fact that it's not 100% flag that is offensive to my sensibilities. No, it is just because someone who really kind of sucks made that. Sorry. I think I'm satisfied. Another strong undercurrent of this week has been, as you may have seen earlier a little bit, we have an expanded range of emotions now. It is, I haven't felt the joy that I felt from seeing these emotions, like, in so long. Just, this gave me so much life. Seeing these little creatures emoting in a new way was just so incredible. I'm just like, look at that! I don't know, it just means so much to me. These are so nice. That's not new. Waving goodbye and the sniffing and the sitting is just everything. I want to be able to roll around on the ground too. Just, God. I think there's some that I haven't tried out though. There's actually a pretty deep list. Yoga, excited, da. I'll do yoga. That's kind of funny while she's holding the net. I'm assuming it's just this one pose. That is a pretty funny pose. I might do this more. That's very, very nice. Oh no, wait, did I? No, I got the safe. These are so satisfying to catch, but I don't have a single recipe. Also for acorns and pine cones. I love getting them, but I don't have a recipe for them. Oh wow. Is it one of those like, let me tell her that. Is it one of those like, I'll call them Crosleys? There's like this brand of really affordable portable record player. It's been pretty popular for a while. Yeah. Oh, it's orange. This is awesome. How nice. Yeah, I have something like this. I think it's by Crosley. Not my favorite record player, but it's so cute. Yeah, I feel like I deserve it in my house here. Yeah, yeah, I definitely stopped using Yuzu as a nickname this summer. I did it for like a year. I didn't think much of it, but I got to a point where I just didn't really like using an Asian nickname. I think for me it was mostly about the fruit Yuzu, which doesn't really have an English equivalent, but even still, it's not. I'm white. Even still, I'm white. I just don't think that I should be doing that. It just has an energy, you know. It's just not. I don't think that I should be doing that. And I did very, very casually rename this channel. We could talk about that. I think my thoughts from my time of reconsidering with my YouTube and content creation stuff will just kind of trickle out randomly, and people will be like, what interview did she say that in? And you'll be like, well, she said it a little bit in November, Emma, and also a little bit in October, Emma, and when you piece it together you realize the change. That's not true. I'll probably do some kind of channel update in December, but No, I changed it. I changed the name to Layla of the Stars because I've actually been changing my actual name also. I don't know if I've mentioned that in the video format yet. You know, I chose my name in high school. I chose my name back when I was like just starting to realize my gender. So I was 15 and I'm 22 now. And it's not like you can't choose a cool name when you're young. It's just that, you know, I changed so much in these 7 years that my old name didn't really work with me much anymore. I gave it space, you know. I basically took a year off barely using it. And that's why I had to use it as a nickname for so long. It was just a vacation from my name, which is not really what I should be using a Japanese name for as a white woman. So that feels sour. That doesn't feel very good in hindsight. Not at all. And so that ended, and I realized that I just wanted to change my name. I'm like, I've taken a vacation from my name, effectively, talking to anybody who knows me well enough, and yeah, I want a new one. And I sat in the shower and I thought of like 3 names, and I'm like, these would all be great. And I thought that I would think of so many more, but I didn't. And eventually I warmed up more and more to this name, and then the name I'm embarrassed about it. I don't know, I think it covers a lot of facets of me. I'm not exactly like jumping out of my skin about it. Like, I'm not just like, holy shit, another exciting day to use this name. Not really, but it's, you know, it's really great. My roommates here have been using it. All my friends use it now. It's been really nice. I'm getting comfortable with it. I'm kind of just like, I haven't thought of a better one yet. My thing is, you know, I've legally changed my name before. I've legally changed my sex on my birth certificate before. It's all legal in Massachusetts of America. Oops, I know what it is. Yeah, thanks to Massachusetts of America. I've done that, so I can do it again. I might not legally change it for a few years since I'm so unsure. And, you know, my legal name hasn't been too much of an impact on my day. But yeah, for the moment, I actually like it. And the big development of the last few months, this whole semester that just ended, this whole fall, was just that I was busy and I was stressed and doing crazy graduate school applications and thinking about my career and my future and the fate of the world. Always the fate of the world. And I realized I love Kirby games. I realized that right at the start of the semester. I was like, holy shit. And I just booted up Robobot again yesterday, and it gave me so much joy. It thrilled me down to my core. And I played a ton of Robobot back in September and now, and I just finished 100%ing it. I've done all of the little puzzles hidden in it. I've collected everything. So thank you. Thank you for clapping. But what's crazy is I was so thrilled with Robobot. I'm like, this must be the coolest Kirby game ever. And then I thought about Triple Deluxe, and I found the Triple Deluxe room hidden at the end of Robobot, and I opened up Triple Deluxe months ago also, and I was just like, oh, hold my pants. Hold my hand, something. I don't know, just, I can't believe how thrilled that game makes me. I was starting my replay last night, way too late at night, and then I played more today, and each time I was just like, wow. Holding, gripping the edge of my seat with just how thrilled I was with it. Just like, how can you be this cool? So, oh my god. The thing is that, like, I don't even think it's going to settle as one of my favorite Kirby games. I don't even know, because every time I think about any Kirby game, I'm just like, holy shit, that one's so good. That one's so cool and unique. Like, I am just full of beans about Kirby. Yeah, that's just how it is right now. And I don't know, it might be common knowledge, it might not be, it depends who you talk to. Kirby's Japanese name, the series title in Japanese, is Hoshi no Kabi. Kirby of Stars, Kirby of the Stars is usually how people translate it to English. And I don't know, I've just been sitting around with that phrasing for a long time, for a few months now. I'm like, yeah, that's a nice cadence to it. So I thought of Layla of the Stars. Also, because, like, you know, idol stars and that kind of thing. And I was like, ooh. I'll think about it. I'll think if I want to, like, use such a specific plan word. I think it'd be one thing if it was translated into English that way. It would register a bit more as stealing. It is still stealing. I realize that, but I'll have to think about what degree of stealing from Kirby I'm comfortable with. 1 step forward, 2 steps back with cultural appropriation. I don't know. I shouldn't joke about that. I have a lot to learn about that. And teach people also. I'm starting research. I'm finishing up my undergraduate program, and I am heading into a graduate program pretty soon, either next year or a few years from now if things go well. And now that my classes are slowing down, I'm just really scaling back my work to just like Japanese language and translating courses that I can apply in ideally like business settings, like entertainment business, working with Japanese media, like this very game here, and just everything that I talk about and enjoy so much. I would like to speak a language and work in the business of the things that I love. But also, I've just really been getting smitten with academia. It's very stinky, it's very old, it's very crusty, but English language, Japanese academia, it was really pioneered by gay men, especially like in America, and the people who I met, doing it have been predominantly gay men or women of different kinds, all different kinds of women. So it's just been a very interesting space to get to know like the professionals in, and I've just been finding more and more of a knack for it, and I'm kind of like, I think I would like to learn some things. I'm starting a research project of my own, and working with a professor on it this spring, and that's what I'm doing. I'm researching. I'm gonna... Cool! Yeah! That's my first one. Oh my god. But no, seriously, I really want to work on just, learning how to scour, academic databases and stuff, since I'm in the position where I can learn it, and start doing that more for work, and just helping form cultural consensus on things about popular culture and anime girls specifically. I just think there's a lot of very difficult things. There's a lot of very difficult truths and disturbing phenomena that I want to understand better, so as to help inform as a fan of things and as a person with a lot of social privilege and stuff like that. I just think my brain is good for learning about this stuff, and I like to share about it. So I'm like, you know what? I should start studying. I should start learning a lot about it, so I make sure that I'm being a good actor and not a bad actor by doing the things that I love to do. Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? You ever hear somebody talk about that before? Pretty cool. But seriously, no. I've got my research binder already. I'm gonna start doing professor stuff. I've been kind of jazzed up about it. Oh, this is, I'm doing this. I'm gonna take a break and be right back, so I make sure everything's still recording. Okay. Three, two, one. Everything is still recording. I'm back. I've made this a very long episode. But, I think it's more on par with what I used to do for Cozy Den, when I was like, Cozy Den check-in, instead of the Emma stuff. I think those were longer. I'm feeling kind of fine about this length, so I think it's the right length. How's this? Okay. But yeah, I am gonna try my hand at academia, if nothing else. I've found some universities that may well fund me doing this, so as it's not putting me further into debt. And luckily I'm in the position where I can probably wrangle some help out of my very loving and privileged parents to get me through this, so, I'm gonna get a master's degree and, more importantly, learn how to research, because that's just what I want to do with my little energies. It's cool. I think it's less about the research and more about the learning, I want to find out, what I want to research first. I'll tell you, you can steal my thesis if you want to, because it's just the side, it's not my thesis. I'm looking at Tomoyo Daidoji, I think, the best friend supporting character in Cardcaptor Sakura, because she's, I believe, a canon lesbian, because there is a canon bisexual character, Sharon, who's Sakura's like boyfriend. You know, they're like children, but they kind of love each other or something. He's bi, like explicitly, has a crush on an older boy. And then that boy is actually dating Sakura's older brother, so they're canonically gay, and I just like, hold the phone. This is a children's show. There was a Bubblegin special, right? Like yesterday in Adventure Time had like an amazing special that was the couple the couple doing their thing, and I've seen clips from it, and I'm like, holy fucking god! Like, talk about just power. Just talk about, oh my god, just the work that has to be done to normalize girl relationships. Just, we're doing it. And so anyhow, the point is, I want to research, I just want to learn about this phenomenon. I want to learn about Clamp, which is like the group of authors who made stuff like that, made Cardcaptor Sakura, and you know how their background making yaoi led them to do this. Or I just want to learn more about like the, you know, what led to the production of this, and you know, what other examples existed of like really casual representation of LGBT people in anime and manga in like a sympathetic way. Because the thing that gets me about these characters is they're entirely like the main cast. Like, everybody in the cast except for the main girl is gay, so it's like, if you're watching that as a kid, I have to imagine you're just getting the impression that all the people you love are gay, and all the gay people in the world are like your friends, because that's what humanizing characters do. Like, that's just how media works. So yeah, I want to talk to people who know more about this than me. I want to research about it. I want to just figure out more about how this happened, because you know, my main interest is Love Live, and I think the way that Love Live has gotten people outside of Japan so like, holy crap, look at this thing, this is lesbians. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff like that that's, you know, baited people into seeing it as incredible LGBT representation when it's actually not exactly that. But either way, I think that Love Live is very interesting for how it makes anime look to people outside Japan. And my question is, why is this? You know, this is always a question I've had. You know, I know a few things about this topic. But is there, I guess there is a timeline in Animal Crossing, isn't there? You can't go back. Well, I do sometimes play those other games. But yeah, no, I just think, I just have some suspicions that whatever cool things I learn about Tomoyo in the 90s will be very interesting about the legacy of, you know, sapphic characters or girls who like girls in anime and manga. That's right. It is. I think you're coming out. Nice mask. I too would like a mask that has spikes on it. Let people know that I'm not fucking around with the coronavirus. Oh my god, did you hear there's a vaccine? There's some company has a vaccine. At least one company has a vaccine that's proving like 95% effective. like that might happen. Like, holy shit. We might get to finish the Kroger virus. I can't even go on another political tangent about how mad I am at my country about Kroger virus. Just, you can't kill people. You can't kill people and then decide to want them to vote for you and then get them to vote for you. I'm just very mad about this year. I think that people will be studying this year in my country for decades to come, for probably the rest of human history. People will be like, so what happened in America in 2020? Like, well, they chose to keep Kroger virus. The, quote, president, scroll back a bit, not a politician, just wanted power and fame, let the Kroger virus stay by blaming China, and then, you know, leveraged it against really people who couldn't do anything about it, and then people still voted for him. People still voted for that. People will be like, wow, why did that happen? And then I'll be like, well, I am leaving. No, no, that's not okay. I talk a lot about this topic with my friends and family. It's really intense. And speaking of intense, look at these flowers. Yeah. I can't really get past tulips and pine trees and rivers all together. This does quite a lot for me. I wonder if these mushrooms are gonna stick around for a long time. I have like maybe one mushroom recipe. It's so funny. There's like 3 separate fall ingredients that I just have nothing to do with. I'm not really interested in collecting the mushrooms. They're fine. I'm excited to have a bunch growing here in case my friends want them. I think that's cool. I like the variety of them. But what I'm into is pinecone. Pinecone. I wonder if this is in the space issue. I mean, I know that they're fussy, but I know you can do it. I know you can make a pine cone. But yeah, I have so little ambition with New Horizons now. I don't know. Stop stomping! What the fuck? How do my downstairs neighbors have such a profound impact on my, like, physical senses? I hate them. Yeah, I am just so happy to do nothing in this game. It is a very, very sexy thing of me to feel, I think. I think that's very cool of me. Yeah! I love these little things. They made them so good. They just made them so pleasant. Oh my god. Oh, the sun's starting to set. We went too crazy. This video was an epic. This was a movie. This is a short film and a period piece. I think this will replace my podcasts. All my podcast ambitions will just be this. Fuzzy Fest. Oh, that's really cute. I don't remember having that. Oh, Muffy must have given it to me. I like the red, but I don't love the gray sleeves, so I'm probably gonna get rid of it. Probably gonna empty out my storage too. I have a lot that I don't love. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't really like that. I like my dogs. I need that. I don't really like, that's not my hair color. This I like. That's fine, it's fine. I don't love it. That I could recolor. That is, I'm not gonna think about it. I don't think she needs that. That's still fun. I don't need that. I'm sorry, I don't love this. I'll probably get another one next year. Those are kind of fun. This one's kind of tired looking. I think I like that one better. I don't really need this, sorry. Don't need that. Don't really like that. That looks fun. Those are fine. I don't love this. I don't need all these colors, but I'm gonna keep them. I like those. I really don't want that anymore. I don't really need that. That's kind of fun. I don't love the pink. Not to be brutal. It's cute. It's cute that it's a snorkel mask. I just don't need it. This I thought would be cuter. But I don't really need the pink on her. Oh, speaking of which, I think eventually I want to make a third character. Stop moving! What are you doing down there that I can hear it through my feet? It's like Toph and Avatar. Oh, fuck my neighbors so much. Both of our neighbors are terrible. What was I gonna say? Style. I think separating characters based on style is really fun for me. I cannot think of a place where I would put another character right now, and I can't think of another character that I would commit to. But I think that next year I might expand to a third character once I need something fresh for New Horizons. I don't think I'm there yet. It's still really fun playing as Emma and like paying off my debts. My other character is just fine. She's just doing peachy. But I have been having serious talks about the Switch Pro rumors with my roommates. I mean, you know, anybody can make these rumors, but I think because they're constantly being talked about, there may be some stuff, because I know that the Switch Lite was rumored, so this becomes leak territory. But there is serious discussion about a midlife upgrade for the Switch coming out kind of soon, which I guess would make sense. It's been, well, only 3 years, so next year will be 4 years. That's not, I guess that's kind of normal. That would be truly like mid-life if it had like a very, very long life, I think. And what I've been hearing about is that one of those upgrades would be a 1080p handheld screen instead of the 720p we have now. And instead of being, I think, backlit, it would be micro LEDs for every pixel. I believe that's what people are saying, such that the color would be not only higher resolution, but really bright and vivid instead of murky. And if that happens and they make a Switch Lite, a Switch Pro Lite, I would buy the shit out of a Switch Pro Lite. I don't need a Switch Pro, but I think having a true dedicated, like, small handheld Switch would be so cool to me, only if the screen got a buff. But I'd be really interested in that. You know, I would have to finagle it financially, but I would just love this Switch to pieces, and it is so awkward to hold. I really am starting to love it as a handheld thing again. I do play it not handheld. I do that. I'm not afraid to do that. I do it quite a lot now, such that going back feels like kind of like a special thing. So I want it to feel good, especially just because I'm comparing it directly to my 3DS now. I've been playing the hell out of my 3DS lately. A really good Switch, a really good Switch Lite Pro. That would make me so happy. That would take my money right out of my pocket. Especially if they did something cool like upgrade the customization. But what I mean by that is, when we're talking about amiibo cards and stuff, I'm like, man, this is kind of cute. It's all this whole display. That is really cute. I'll get that next time it comes around. Not that I've ever seen it before. When I think about villagers, I'm like, man, there's so many villagers I still want to meet in this game, because villagers are so cute in this game, but I'm getting so comfy with these 10 villagers, you know. I might eventually cycle somebody out, like Blair came in and replaced Dizzy. Midge is your name. You know, Blair came in and she was a big change. But, you know, for the most part, I think we're starting to settle down. I love so many of these villagers. Rosie has become so dear to me. I didn't even know if I'd want to keep her. So a lot of things I think about as, like, next New Horizons game. Because seriously, it's like Breath of the Wild, honestly. Except even crazier because time is even more important to it. Just like, my second play of Breath of the Wild is going to be insane. Especially because I hadn't played any Zeldas when I played that. And now I've played just about all of the Zeldas before I play that again, so... God, you know, having the Breath of the Wild never had played a Zelda experience, like the first Zelda experience, and also had the Breath of the Wild after feeling how crazy and different it is experience. That's a very special lifetime I'm setting myself up for. Anyhow, I think the first couple months of New Horizons are so special, and I think doing it in a few years after a few more updates will be so cool. And yeah, I want to do that again. I want to have a new selection of villagers. I'll have to really think of some new concepts for player characters. Oh god, this song's so nice. Yeah, I've been jogging and listening to Fleet Foxes. I've really been... I hit November hard on the Emma Verde foot, and it is still going. Emma Verde, nature and overthrowing oppressors. Hello, Maple. Okay, you're focused. Oh, I should probably stop, huh? I'm so tired. Oh, goodness. Well, I hope you enjoyed my Emma podcast. It all came out. This is my November therapy. Not that I don't go to a therapist. Oh, you're changing poses. But, yep. I'm really excited for the winter now. This fall was amazing. It was so fun. And I'm excited for winter for numerous reasons, including Animal Crossing. Yeah, so I think I'll probably make a nice video again once I'm getting all excited about the winter. As long as I get excited about the winter. Don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me. Oh my god. This is too funny. Alright, but this is me signing off. Excited to produce this giant video. Good evening. See you.